Like, I might be halfway up the first step, but at least I'm not still both feet on the ground at zero. Literally, like, put on my bonnet and everything. Like, if you're sick of the yo-yos, I feel you. And I respect you. Hi. Hello, JETJ fam. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm not sorry. I am, but life is life, so I'm not, but I am. But let me gather myself. Life has definitely had its components, factors, surprises this year. I think that my last video posted was probably around February or March or something like that. It was not intentional for me to stop the videos. It's kind of just what happened with my resources and my time. But a number of people, to my surprise actually, and not that I undervalue those of you who have been watching and tapping in and communicating, I really do appreciate it. But you know, when you get in the flow of things, even if there's something that you want to do, it kind of like falls off the priority list once you get caught up in everything else. And I didn't forget about it, but I just didn't see myself getting back into it until like all my ducks were in a row. But we also know waiting for the perfect time, it'll never happen. And then a couple of people who just met me were like, you should do YouTube. And I was like, I have a channel. And then some family members were like, when's the last time you posted a video? And I was like, I know I've been wanting to do like a catch up thing, but I just hadn't. And then, y'all, so many things have happened. I don't think that I'm going to run through all of that in this video, but definitely soon, because with those people talking to me about it, I also had to reflect on myself about, and I feel like this is like the third video I've made like this. Like through the years, I've been so inconsistent with YouTube, and I had to remind myself, okay, yeah, there's the views and interactions component, but the reason you told yourself for doing this was that you want your descendants and their descendants to have a tool for how to navigate certain challenges in life. And it'd be really cool to see grandma, wow, go through the as close to real time as possible and like decisions and all that. But anyway, we're gonna skip ahead to the present. We will talk about 2025. It hasn't been a full year, but it's been like a solid 8 months since I've been here. Yes. Welcome back. Shenanigans resume, or the recording of Shenanigans resume. I know you see things around me look pretty different. Cannot lie. I've changed a lot this year, and I'm very, very happy for that, including the things that made me not so happy that led to these changes. But all of it's just a beautiful balance called life, and honestly, I prayed for struggles. We can elaborate on that in another video, but I did ask for this, and I'm getting it, and I like that I have the opportunity to handle it how I want to. But welcome back to the channel. We about to be flowing and interactive again. If you're sick of the yo-yos, I feel you, and I respect you, however you decide to respond to that. But it's good to have a little ebony in your life, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll check in later. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm excited for what's to come. Yay! Hello, hello. Hey, JETJ Journals. journal. I know it's been forever. Not really, but really, it's a lot. I'm not even gonna, of course, everybody's life is a lot, but I'm just saying, like, if I was to sit here and, like, account for missed time, it would be a lot. And y'all know I talk a lot anyway, so we'll definitely get to that eventually. Maybe not in this video, but I definitely want to get back to my journaling. So it is a Thursday. I got off of one job today. I got home early, which is not what has been happening. Oh, this past season was so busy, so it's nice to be home and have time to decompress. I have a few things coming in the mail. I got some already. There's some little acrylic containers that I'm gonna use to organize my desk. You like it? I love it. I love it. Anywho, that's one thing. And then you can probably hear the dryer right now. I got some storage stuff for my trunk, my car. So I'm excited. But all the stuff for the car isn't coming at once. So I'm thinking I might wait till it all comes together. Plus I want to get the car clean, but it's supposed to rain for the next few days. And it's just like, work with me. Anywho, I still do not have my camera. So I'm on the phone. Yes. Journal, I will check in with you in a little bit. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna munch. I made myself some beef stroganoff. Wow, that took a minute to come to me. I have some beef stroganoff and it's so good. Hey, journal. It's Friday morning and I think I spoke with you guys yesterday. So some things did come in. Let's see. They got the organizer that I mentioned and the rug. The rug does look a little small for the trunk, not gonna lie. But the point is I wanted a rug in the trunk and now I have one. But I am gonna wait for the other things to come in so I can kind of like do like a whole vehicle revamp in like one swing, because me and my car done been through a lot this year, y'all. We don't have the Ford anymore. I don't know like how much I've updated you. Also, I guess it don't look too bad. Let me rotate. I had a follow-up doctor's appointment today, and when I came back, I was like, boom, 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 grab snack of choice, grab iPad, get this, get that. And I sat in that bed comfortable, ready to like just chill, do a little work, XYZ. And I was like, Ebony, you started recording yesterday. Get up. Like you have the presence of mind, you have the energy, this is prime recording energy, you feel me? And I was this close to letting it slip away. Because y'all, once I get in that mode, I really enjoy my me time. I'm not gonna hold you. I do. So, yeah, that's stuff for the trunk. I don't think I had anything else. I had literally like put on my bonnet and everything, like, okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen my bed since I got it. Excuse the mess. It's not really that much mess, but still, anywho, yeah, don't worry about that. This is just the clothes I put on. Actually, this can go back in the closet. Look at me catching myself in lies, right? I'm playing. But yeah, this is usually up there. I just threw it off when I remembered to get the camera. These are the leggings and socks that I wore to the doctor's office. My night PJs. some baby wipes. I need to get some more of those. Yeah, snacks, cleaning supplies, XYZ. These have me in a chokehold. If you know, you know. Get the ones from Costco, not Sam's Club. They're the same, they're just different flavors and different quantities. So yeah, let's hold up, because y'all were the last thing I had to do. I'm not getting up again. You feel me? So, okay, so, my mind goes everywhere. Like, in those past 4 seconds, I started 5 different conversations, and I think all of them are important. So bear with me, okay? I know that AI is gonna be the end of us. Like, the data centers, I get it, but you also gotta understand, us as individuals, mind you, I don't use AI for any like business purposes at the moment, but us as individuals, us stopping using AI ain't gonna do nothing compared to these companies that got AI going full throttle. So while I am like pro normal human work, like don't use AI, also is like, it's here, it's a tool. Let's not waste time that we don't have to waste. So I asked ChatGPT, what would it take for me to be a multimillionaire in 10 years? And Chat gave me a very thorough game plan, and I have been implementing it. I think I asked it last week, and that's what I did this week. So the first thing it had me do was, it wrote out a game plan. We're not gonna go in detail in this because don't none of us really know what this is. I know it's my journal, but I'm sorry, y'all. Like, all I can do is apologize for what has happened. I'm not trying to make definite statements about like moving forward, because the thing is, I enjoy video journaling. It's like one of the only ways I actually can journal successfully. But Ebony, you're worried about the wrong things. Finish your sentence, babe. Yeah, like, I love video journaling, but my effort towards it thus far does not exactly line up with that of a true, like, influencer, if you will. I feel like or content creator, maybe I should say that. Like, my consistency has not been content creator level consistency, and I think we can all agree on that. So I'm not really trying to make more promises that are not gonna be held, as far as like every week, you know, stuff like that. But I do think that I should be able to do good with starting goal 1 journal a month. I think that's real nice. I wanted to, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because, y'all, I cannot focus, and it's probably not even that bad. And I could probably fix it in editing. Anywho, you see there? I already been talking for like 5 minutes straight. Yeah, so it's so crazy because I wanted to journal like while I was doing nail school. I just did not have the energy or the capacities, mind you. Like, we'll get into that later. Like, okay, even if I only do journals maybe once a month, maybe I can do like other forms of content. Like, I remember maybe 2 months ago, I was just driving and I had a revelation while driving, and I made sure to record that thought process from start to finish. And I feel like, you know, I'm a conversation girl. Like, I have Black Loves Black as well, and maybe like this is something that I should let seep into that a little more and let it marinate. I know this isn't even, y'all, don't worry about it. The bonnet. You know what, let's stay professional, because I was gonna throw that hoe on now. Okay, so yeah, I'm a conversation person. I know that while a lot of conversations have the potential to be fruitful, it doesn't necessarily mean that change is going to happen immediately after. But I really do, like, I have benefited heavily from conversations that I had around certain conflicts or issues. And I learned, like, the process and the options before having to go through it myself or before having to go through it again. And it gave me a different perspective of adjustments that I could make towards how I approach my situation. So I think that those videos are important and meaningful and can do a lot. So while I try to hold myself to a month, I will do those things too. And once we get back there, I'm not in the shopping season, guys. Once we get back there, though, I'll do like the hauls and stuff. And I know you're like, girl, what you mean you're not in the shopping season? You just ordered new accessories for your car. First of all, it came from Temu, so you know. Second, you're not wrong. But back to the plan that chat put me on. Part of it included studying how to develop and run an amazing business, and it started with profit first, which is low-key, like, I was kind of doing what I was going in the right direction, but execution still wasn't happening. So profit first had a couple points. I know it's gonna be a little weird. I'm gonna just peek my eyes over. Hi. So we got a profit hold account, taxes hold account. Then we got 5. I guess these would be like distribution of money accounts. And then the red, I can't reach that far, sorry. The red, I still have to make a few more categories, but that's for like the regular expenses. I do have, okay, yeah. Red is expenses. It's like money comes here, and then on certain dates, you divide the money from here into the money here. And then I think this section is going to come from expenses. So my main dilemma at the moment is, this is for a business, right? So in the context that I'm approaching, my life is the first business. Like, teach me how to make profit with my current system. And like, of course, you know, well, I'm trying to recall if I vlogged myself doing my nails in 2020, like 2020 to 2022. I know that most of those videos, I think most of those videos are still viewable, but I'm like, did I really do that? Anywho, the nail stuff is starting off, and now that like I know what I'm doing, it's gonna be so much better. I know, but like, let's fix the current problem, which is my current financial patterns, XYZ, whatever, and correct that. So I do have an income account. I had a bills account, food account, tithes account, and a savings account. I think those are the 5 that I had in one bank. But I didn't have a system. So we're going to scratch that previous thing. This is what I'm working on right now. That's what I'm going to be working on. It's 10:15. I have to be at work at 3. Y'all, hey, yo, I'm temporarily back in a situation where I have an hour-long commute. I know I was vlogging earlier last year when I was going all the way out of it. Anyway, it's okay. Because I have dominion over my life and my actions and what I allow myself to have to deal with and things like that. So changes are already in motion, but nonetheless, today and likely like the next few weeks, I'm still gonna be driving 40 miles to go to work. But that's gonna be like 2, so I have about 3 hours to just like be and rest and plan. And I've been back on my and it's, I don't know if you pronounce the Y in Yilmiser or if it's Ilmiser, but his and his team's property tours, they're very extravagant properties, like mansions, pretty much all of them mansions, which, you know, has built back up my thirst, my hunger to fix things so I can have the things that I want. I'm 27. Oh my gosh. I'll be 28 in a couple months. It doesn't feel like I'm getting older. I really do feel like the same. I've definitely learned more lessons each year, but it's also like, it doesn't feel like you're getting older, but you are. So let's get, I need you to get your together so we can get together. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. Not sure when the next time I pick you guys up is gonna be. One of my teammates is getting married tomorrow, so we'll be going back home to Warner Robins to support them. That'll be exciting. And I'll probably see some other teammates, so maybe we can put that in there too. If I record. Yo, okay. Yes, I will talk with you guys later. And I'm gonna come up with a cute nickname to address you guys by. Aaliyah got hoochies. Nikki had barbs. It's plenty people who have a group name for their viewers. And while this is my journal, you guys are more than my journal. You're the people who experience my journal with me. And don't even worry about it. It's gonna be great, I swear. Like literally, as soon as I stopped recording, I was like, oh yeah! I was supposed to say, I do plan on doing a reset very soon, like maybe Sunday. And by reset, I'm gonna go out and y'all, like I'm gonna clear out certain apps that I don't really need. Actually, I'm gonna save everything that I need to have for these videos, you know, put them on the hard drive. But after that, I'm going to erase and restart my phone. I'm gonna like clear out my photo album. I have 2 terabytes of iCloud storage, and it's saying that I'm running out, I'm full. And what I can tell you for a fact is that there's a decade's worth of information in my phone, and maybe I use 15% of it. So I'm gonna do my best to save that 15%, and then we're gonna restart, like restart everything. I'm so serious. I'm not sending out, hey, text me so I have your numbers. We're not doing that. That's tough. Part of me is saying I'm not resyncing contacts. I think I will try to keep the contacts, but as far as like call history, oh no, I need to save some voicemails. As far as call history, text history, it should be a blank canvas. I'm really not. And then like from there, whoever I talk to is just whoever I talk to. So I'm looking forward to that too. It feels like a necessary part of the old me to let go, even though the old me is the current me. It's just an area that I can let go. I'm very much a keep receipts person for a number of reasons. But I'm also like a everything's a memento type person, even if I haven't looked back at the mementos. So it's like, anywho, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna reset. All right, y'all, so this is post-wedding. I know I was a little late. Hold on, let me turn the volume down. I was a little late, you know, on my own, so I was low-key like rushing. I very much took my time this morning, even knowing that I had to drive down to Warner Robins and get ready. But y'all, I love this so much. Like, anywho, it's a dress I've worn before. If I had a full-size mirror, I'd show you. I'm just really happy about these earrings. Anywho, so leaving the reception, my grandparents aren't home, but they have one of these bad boys that's like them industrial vacuums. So I got my car right. I know it's kind of like bad lighting, so you can't see, but a much needed vacuuming went down. So I'm about to put that up, and that's like big peace of mind because my steering wheel sheds. It sheds, so there'll be like red fur everywhere, and now it's nice, clean, black, you know, what we're looking for. So now that's also why I didn't want to put the rug in here, because I'm like, it's dirty. But now I got it vacuumed. I do think it's still supposed to like rain pretty heavily a couple of days within this upcoming week, so I will hold off on getting it like washed because I like going to, hold on, let me wrap up this cord. Hi, so it's later. Oh, I put them up. Anywho, what was I telling you guys? I know last time we spoke, I was putting the vacuum back up at my grandparents' house. Note to self, be the type of grandparent that has every tool possible that your grandchild will need. But yeah, so I did that. I don't know if there was anything else. It's been several hours. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'm trying to like retrace my train of thought. And I'm watching vlogs, which is how I remembered to tap back in. So, yeah, I didn't get to record much today because, like I told y'all, I was already a little behind on my own, crunch for time, and then it was very packed, and then yeah, so sorry, there's no videos from the wedding, but it was a lovely event. Congratulations to the couple. Woo! To a long and prosperous union. Much love. Okay, so I'm chilling. I was gonna, ooh, that was a really intense, like, my mom put me on this mascara. This thing's eating down. But like I got falsies on. If I had like a curler plus these, I feel like, okay, yeah. So let's not focus on that. But earlier today, I had a possible nail appointment for like a quick fix tomorrow. But that got rescheduled, so I have a little more time to relax. So I'm going to catch some Z's. And then when I get up, we'll head back to Atlanta. I have things that I need to do. Home duties, washing dishes, folding clothes, the usual, cleaning bathrooms. And I should put some thought into what I'm going to eat this week. I want to be on the healthier side, but I'm still waiting on paychecks. So my wheels will be turning. around those things. And we will check in on another day. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. What's up? So, car moments, car thoughts. This one's a little controversial, right? Maybe. I feel like it's become a thing for it to be preferred for people not to judge, right? And I get it, but it's something about that phrase, I don't judge, that is like not necessarily interesting, but like it calls to me for further elaboration, because I have certainly had to teach myself, because I grew up in a very opinionated house. I have had to teach myself that certain opinions I was trained into, the behavior of sharing certain opinions I was trained into, the expectation of whatever response I hope to receive from that sharing, that was developed in my training. Those are things of their own. But I have also learned that sometimes I need to be a little more attentive and decisive about who someone is, before certain spaces are entered. So that's a form of judging. And I feel like it's necessary. So I've said I don't judge before, and I meant it. Like, it rolls off. It is your life, unless we are intimately or professionally or something like of very close range as far as regular interactions, I don't see how your life can affect me, right? So what is there to judge about that? But you're not finna present a bunch of wild things to me, and the fact that I don't judge then grant you access to me on a regular basis. No. So, like, I can't say I don't judge if you ask me, hey, like, why don't you like to hang out? Because I don't like you. And there are things about you that I don't want to be around. Those are conclusions that I came to based off of judgment. So I do. I do judge. I judge lightly. I judge to a point, or not even to a point. It depends. Everything's very fluid. I am not judge, jury, or executioner, so I should never have, like, I don't have any children at the moment. I should never have final say on someone else's situation. I'm not a boss. I'm not a man. I am a boss. Correction. I'm not a manager of other staff. Like, I'm not a person who's got to make those decisions in their day-to-day. So it's like, just as a human, I have no reason to assess your situation that much, unless you just want me to, or like as an event situation, as an advice situation, obviously that's different. But yeah, I was just like driving. I was like, you know what? I do judge. I judge healthily. It's a good judgment situation going on over here. Not that you have to be in line with it, but I like my judgment system. It's gotten better and better, and I hope it continues. But yeah. You joking now with me? I got it. My miss, give me fluid. I your body. Hey, you can have me, no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. Alright, guys. So much stuff. Hello. Good day. It is Tuesday. Try to start saying It is Tuesday, March 10th. I just got back from work. I just got back from work and I have a couple of things that came. Nothing too fancy. This is different. I needed more tubs for my clothes. Ugh. I got some stuff from Sam's Club. I get it. You might be like, now, Ebony, why in the world do you have bulk baby wipes? It's because I'm a woman and I like using baby wipes. Now, this is my first time buying bulk, but I think that was, wow. It just says times 17, but that's an odd number. Anyway, $25 for 17 full packs of baby wipes compared to $15 for 3. Now, I don't have the most space to be living so efficiently, but I'm gonna make that work. I like the idea of running out of baby wipes and just going to get more baby wipes because I already got them. Yeah, anywho, and I know this isn't safe scissor usage. This wasn't totally necessary. It's a multi-pack of beef jerky. My other item of purchase was the powder laundry detergent. Take them back. They don't remember this one. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, I don't remember this one too much either. I know my Nana had it, but when I was washing clothes, unless it was at her house, very young, we was on liquid. And then after like 2012, everything went Tide Pod or Pod, I think. But I got this because I feel like with my circumstances sound so big, but like when I'm washing my comforter and stuff, I would use the liquid laundry detergent that my cousin had in the cabinet because that wasn't going to have a possibility of, like, with the Tide Pods, there was a decent chance, if I'm washing a comforter with Tide Pods, there's a great chance that, like, the plastic or whatever that material is from the Tide Pod won't dissolve completely, or, like, part of it'll get stuck in something. You'll still see some detergent. So I would always use the liquid one so that the detergent would evenly disperse without, like, a headache. So we ran out of liquid detergent and I was like, should I buy more liquid detergent? I feel like liquid is easier to waste. And then you got all that plastic stuff. I'm trying to be environmentally conscious. So what's the move? And I was like, you know what? We haven't done powder in a minute. And the other alternative, I had looked at, I think it's Earth Breeze, the people who make the detergent sheets. And I'm not against that, but I think when I looked at it, it wasn't the time for me to be making any purchases. Maybe I should have doubled back, but we'll see. I'll possibly consider it the next go round. But I think I'm gonna be set for a little minute with this. So now I need to finish cooking. Yeah, I've been failing. F. What was that? Sunday? Monday, I went to the grocery store intending to cook when I got home. Didn't do that. Didn't cook, didn't prep. Then, scratch that. That was Sunday night that I went to the grocery store, intended to cook, didn't prep. Monday comes, I do some prep, don't cook. So today's Tuesday. I can't go on like this. I have to actually do it because I made sure to eat, and I don't think I ate too much yesterday either. I made sure to eat like at least 3 eggs in the morning, so I'll scramble them. But I'm pretty sure that's been my only nourishment throughout the day for the past few days. I had cupcakes and Cheetos. So, yeah. I intend to make some chicken spaghetti, which I hadn't even thought of before my cousin introduced it to me years ago. And what was the other one? I got some beef tips, and I want to find a nice recipe for like some tender beef tips. I don't think I have enough to go as far as I wanted to, but if I can get them really, really tender, maybe I can, when it's like almost so tender that it can be mashed into like a pulled something. But that, and then some rice with beans. So scrumptious meals, just work gotta be put in. Anywho, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, last night I started doing preparations. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but I do want to like erase my phone and start over. I know that might seem like stupid, but we have a lot of contact and interactions with our phone, especially me. Well, I shouldn't say especially me, like other people don't. I acknowledge how connected I am with my phone. So I've been trying to debate if I'm even gonna have like Instagram on there for a minute, but part of the things I need to do is make sure that I'm posting consistently on different platforms. So I don't think that that's gonna be feasible, but I am gonna I saved the photos that I absolutely want to keep, but like from the last decade, it's just gonna be a clean house. All my music is staying. That's not going nowhere. My photos clear out, my text messages clear out, and that's a biggie. If you know, I'm Miss Receipts, okay? Maybe people would attribute that to like the stubborn tourist situation where like the only reason I don't want to delete my messages so that I can have a clean, weightless feeling is because I want to keep receipts just in case a mother got something to say like, don't try me. And then it's gonna be like, the higher self gotta talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Relax. You actually like, if that's still how you feel, you'll never get to where you're trying to be. You gotta let that go, babe. You gotta let that go. So I will let it go, and we'll see how life goes. But today was really great. Maybe I'll just insert the clip I recorded earlier into here. I've been doing recording a lot of moments like this with myself. I just don't know if I have intent to post those things, but here it is. I'll just show that part. Lifestyle so rich and famous, Robin Leach will get jealous half of me. Okay, so for the first time in 3 years, I will be getting a return in my taxes. Amen. I get it. The goal is to make so much money that you're paying, not getting paid. I get it. But I made enough money. I increased my income so much within the last 2 years that they have a substantial amount to give back to me. Yo. Then that amount is gonna cover nail school. It's gonna give me my license. Oh my gosh. After I read the book that teaches me systems for how to manage money coming in so that money that isn't available to spend doesn't get spent, so that I never go in the red again. I am so elated. This is a Tuesday morning. Oh my gosh. I am so elated. God, thank you, God. And I'm so proud of my past self for making the uncomfortable adjustments to put us in situations that we didn't necessarily prefer, but that made a difference in the areas that just weren't working. It wasn't working. And now something's working, you know? I had my teary-eye moment in the office, but like as I was coming down the elevator, it was just, then I had to repent a little bit, because part of me was like, I want my man so I could celebrate with my man. Like, this is what having somebody is supposed to be for, so you can relish in each other's growth. But I said, you know what? I do got a man. God, you the man, you the man. God is my man. But yeah, so this morning was really nice. It was really great. I always love going to see my tax man because he's a friend of the family as well. Love him down. He's an amazing energy and just a wealth of knowledge. And I'm certainly blessed to have him in my life as a person, but also, you know, my tax guy. And he's seen my financial development over the last few years. I actually worked for him in 2020. So for this to be 2026, and he's seeing, okay, you went from not making enough for it to even matter to you made money, but yeah, going from that to, oh my goodness, you have several things of income coming in, and you're gonna get a little bit back. Like, we're definitely not where we want to be. Like, if this is a staircase, I'm for sure still down here. Like I might be halfway up the first step, but at least I'm not still both feet on the ground at zero. Like, and I know life happens, so if anything I just said triggered you in your situation, don't take it that way. Anything could happen to me and I could be both feet back there. But what matters is that I have the drive and the faith to get into new things, learn what I can, apply what fits best to me, and just try to put myself in a better position than my previous decisions had me in. So I feel like I rambled a lot. Let's get to making this food. Y'all, I really don't want to. And I gotta wash like all my silverware because a bug, freaking roach. One was on, I have one of those trays, like there would usually be a drawer organizer, but there's no drawer here big enough to fit it. So I just had it sitting outside on top of my shelf. And like, I know that this place has a bug situation, so I was never really easy about it being out like that. But I put my oven mitts, they're pretty long oven mitts, and I laid them over it as like a cover. And so the bug was on the oven mitt and I didn't see it, and I went to pick up the oven mitt to do something, and then the bug fell into the thing, and then while I was trying to kill it, it was like hopping to different trays. Oh my God. Mind you, it was like a baby bug. Like, I'm like, you're wreaking havoc. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to not live here anymore. That being said, I have to find a way to push through, because truly, While this isn't my preferred setup, I think you guys saw, like, I think I still have those videos that show my first apartment where I just used like the whole dining room area as my office. This is definitely less professional in my opinion, to have my desk in the living room and I'm just gonna like set it up when it's time for appointments. Now I put the vibe on, you know, like I make it cool, but it's also like this is as cool as this level can get. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. But also I have been taking the advice of people who have lived longer than me. And it's like, there are other things that I have definitely dragged my feet on. As you see, I first went to beauty school. I first enrolled in beauty school in 2021. I never attended class. That was me dragging my feet on like things that I feel like I need to be intentional about changing. So I don't want to have all these materials, all this skill, all this capability, and let the fact that just these critters, they will not be my hindrance. So like I've bombed this place twice, but I keep getting recommendations for different repellents and stuff to use. So I'm gonna dose it down and not like so you can smell it in the air, but I'm gonna dose it down. And hopefully that can like help me keep a rhythm that actually keeps them away. So like I can calm down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like my cortisol has been, because like I'll be relaxing and I see something that, so I definitely don't want any clients to have that feeling while I'm delivering what's supposed to be a relaxing therapeutic service. You feel me? Yeah. So I gotta figure that out so that I can become the person I want to be. Do y'all know how crazy it will be if I make my dreams come true doing what I love? That's, and I know it's possible. I know it's tangible, but yo, I have dreams. I have plans to get to those dreams. I look forward to accomplishing them. But until I see it, I just don't see it. But I'm going to keep going towards it. I'm going to go towards it. I'm going to see it. I'm going to imagine it so hard it becomes real. But understand, once it's attained, I'm going to be blown, because like, it's no way this actually happened. It's just no way. Anywho, yeah, let's go ahead and make this food. Okay, so it is way too late, probably like 11:50, and I'm done. I'm not doing no more. It's honestly a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is the aftermath. It's not as bad as it looks, but it's not great either. So these I need to dump in trash, which I'm gonna do tomorrow. These are the containers of spaghetti that I just made. It came out okay, not the best, but definitely not a problem. These are, I will throw this away. That will be a problem. This is the rice and beans. Yummy. I did not end up making the beef tips tonight because I'm tired. That's it. And this isn't too many dishes, but also I washed all of these dishes and I washed other dishes as I was cooking. And listen, I don't got it in me. Our AC is broke. It's 85 degrees on the thermometer. That's not the thermometer. The thermometer's around the corner in the cut. So it's probably not reading how hot it really is right here where the oven and stove has been on, where I've been. So y'all just don't understand. I'm so tired. And the thing is, I really want to take a shower. But bro, I know I'm finna be sweating in my sleep. And so I have the window in my room open, and I closed the door to my room so hot air from out here doesn't get in there. And of course I have the AC off because it's broken. Ain't no need in it being on and running up a bill. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully those spaghetti jars have cooled down enough for me to go ahead and put them in the fridge and I can transport. I've been trying to make sure that I continue to drink cold water, and it feels like it's not helping nothing. It ain't helping nothing. So, wait, do you see this? I just dried my face and I had 2 drinks. Whoa. Ugh. Yo. But at least I have food for the week that does not require me to spend unaccounted money. Okay, it didn't crack. I'm gonna focus and put my things up and clean up and take my booty. I don't know where I'm gonna take myself, but it will leave into the next day, which is probably in like 5 minutes. So